Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to another episode of The Commute, episode 27 of The Commute. Today we're talking about the Nissan Skyline GT-R R34 M-Spec Nur, and also why the M-Spec Nur is the specific version of the R34 GT-R I plan on buying no matter how much it costs. Are you ready? Get ready to learn some shit, mofos. Let's begin. Cool fact number one about the M-Spec Nur. So, in case you didn't know, actually, cool fact about the V-Spec and all other V-Specs in the Skyline GT-R lineup. V in V-Spec stands for victory, all right? The letters mean things. Now let's go back to the M-Spec Nur. M in M-Spec, or M-Spec Nur, M stands for Mizuno. Chief Engineer Mizuno, the former chief engineer at Nissan, I don't think he's the chief engineer anymore. He's the guy he's one of the main guys we have to thank for the designs of the R32, the R33, the R34, and even the R35. So the M-Spec Nur is a car that actually pays homage to one of the main people we have to thank for some of our childhood dream cars. You know, some of the best JDM tuners ever made. So that's super cool. So basically, if you get an M-Spec Nur, you get to have Mizuno's name on your car and feel extra badass. Another thing is that M-Spec Nurs are very, very collectible. Only 285 were made. I think 700 something V-Spec tuners were made. So they're actually rarer than the V-Spec tuner variant. The M-Spec Nur, 285, less than 300 made, which does unfortunately make them kind of expensive. But what are some other features that come with the M-Spec Nur? So for one, it comes with the N1 engine block. I can't remember what the code is for the engine block, because I know 05U, no, it's 24U for the M1 engine block, because 05U is the standard, right? And then 24U is for the N1 block, and then triple R is for is it the GT block? Is that what it's called? The one that's in the Nismo and the race cars? And the one, it's the one that's in the Z-Tune and the race cars and all that sort of stuff, the triple R. It's got like nickel in it or something, and it's supposed to be supposedly stronger or like it has better longevity or endurance. But anyways, the M-Spec Nur has the N1 block, the 24U. So that's pretty cool. It's also got, because the M-Spec Nur is basically a luxury version of the R34 GT-R, so it's got, you know, I think like special leather seats, it's got a cooler, like more unique interior, it's got special suspension. I think it was basically marketed as the R34 GT-R you'd commute in to work, which I think is pretty cool. Obviously, if I got one, I'd probably put in a much more hardcore suspension than the stock one, but it's a neat feature to have from factory. Another thing, of course, if you didn't know, in both V-Spec Tuner and M-Spec Nur, Nur stands for Nürburgring. Nürburgring edition of the R34 GT-R, and only like 1,000 Nur spec GT-Rs were ever made. I'm sure there's less in existence right now because of wrecks and all that, but that's also pretty cool. And with that, you know, funnily enough, the M-Spec Nur doesn't come with the V-Spec 2 hood, the carbon fiber one with the inlet that's supposed to cool the turbos. It doesn't come with that. It comes with the standard aluminum hood you'd have on the original V-Spec and standard GT-Rs, which is interesting because the car is less performance oriented. The M-Spec Nur is also one of the variants of the GT-R that came in colors like Millennium Jade and Silica Breath. Actually, hilariously, Millennium Jade is actually a pretty common color for the M-Spec Nur, along with the Pearl White, I believe. But Silica Breath, I think only 3 examples of the Silica Breath M-Spec Nur were ever made. Those are super rare and super expensive. I think only 3. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll put the title text down below. So those are all the reasons why the M-Spec Nur is cool. And we've been talking about the M3 a lot lately. So let's just briefly talk about what I would do with an M-Spec Nur R34 GT-R. I would basically tear it apart. You know, I would do the kind of the thing you'd expect, which is do C-West body kit, single turbo, hopefully T78. I know it's an outdated turbo and it's going to be laggy, but I want the sound. I don't care about performance really. And I think the slingshot lag would actually be kind of fun as an experience. I would do full exhaust, respray or wrap, whatever, LED or neon lights, underglow, interior, wheels, wing, cool livery. It would be a super cheesy, like Fast and Furious style build. It wouldn't be a replica. I'm never gonna replicate a movie car, but it will be in the same kind of spirit. It'll be body kit, neon lights, vinyls, wheels, exhaust. The amount of power the car will likely make will be 600 or 700 at the wheels, because that's about what a T78 can typically make with an RB26. And we'll have like a NHKS 2.7 liter, 2.8 liter stroker kit. It's like the Step 2, I think. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's been a while since I've looked it up. But yeah, it's not gonna be a clean build. Like, it's not gonna be minimal. It's not gonna be a Nismo body kit, Bayside blue, this, that, and the other, or stock paint. It's gonna be changed color. It's gonna be obnoxious. It's gonna be over the top. It's going to be the whole 9 yards. Everything is going to be touched on the car. The only thing I won't do is add a bunch of random computers and speakers and make it super heavy. I won't do that, but it will be a crazy Need for Speed, Fast and Furious style build. And I know a lot of people will be like, wow, why are you tearing up such a rare example of the M-Spec Nur? How could you do this? It's like, well, because it's my favorite car, but I still like modifying cars. Like, that's my thing. I'm going to do it till I die, or until I can't. For whatever would stop me. And I don't care how rare the car is. Like, I talked about the Lamborghini Huracan STO a couple episodes ago, and even though that car will probably be super special limited production, I'm still going to modify that. You kidding me? If there's always a chance that there's someone out there that has the same car as you got to do something to make yours special so that no one else can copy you. Otherwise, it's not really your car, in my opinion. But yeah, I think that's it for now. I'm going to stop this recording of the commute here. Oh, doggy. And I'm going to do a couple errands. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you all so much for watching. You guys rock. I'm Tom, the Racing Joker. Take it easy. Stay crazy. Bye-bye.